Afternoon, guys. Welcome to episode what? Episode 10. Episode 10. My name is Jasper from Debele and Partners. I'm the senior safety practitioner, senior partner there. It's a company which does occupational health and safety services. We do training, we do consulting. And if ever there's a point in time where you're in need of any health and safety training, be it first aid, firefighting, SHE-REP training, working at heights, any form of training, just give us a shout and we'll be able to just assist you. Good prices, good prices. Give us a shout and we do business. We've got all those accreditations. And we'll drop you our company profile as well to see the kind of work and caliber of work that we provide. Please feel free just to get in touch. You'll see my contact details on the description there. While I'm the senior partner there, I'm a salesman as well. I'm a salesman. My father was a salesman, so I'm a salesman as well. So I push sales. So please feel free to get in touch. Today we're looking at Section 10 of the Health and Safety Act, ventilating Section 10 of the Act. I'll just quickly touch about three things on Section 10 of the Act, just so that we are on the same page. That's very, very important. Section 10 of the Act speaks of the general duties of manufacturers. General duties of manufacturers, and that's what I want to touch on. Actually, the verbatim explanation or title is General Duties of Manufacturers and Others Regarding Articles and Substances for Use at Work. So basically here, the Act is saying there are certain people who are manufacturers. They manufacture articles which will be used at work. Meaning to say you are a company like Sibego Engineering. You manufacture certain machinery, you go and install them at a certain company. And that company uses the articles which have been manufactured by Sibego Engineering. Now, Sibego Engineering has got duties which they have to comply with before or with regards to sending out products. And that's very, very important. And the receiving organization as well has got duties to say that, hey, you are dealing with manufacturers, you're dealing with installers. This, be aware of this, make sure of 1, 2, 3. And that's what we're ventilating in this particular episode. Right, Section 10.1, the Act says, any person who designs, manufactures, imports, sells, I hope you're reading it from your Act as well. Any person who designs, manufactures, imports, sells, supplies any article for use at work shall ensure, as far as reasonably practicable, that the article is safe and without risk. So number one, as manufacturers, your duty is to make sure that whatever you're manufacturing is safe and without risk. Number two, it says there, you have to make sure that it's safe and without risk to the health of the people when properly used, and that it complies with all prescribed requirements. So this is what we are looking at. Number one, all manufacturers, you have to manufacture whatever you're manufacturing. Make sure that it is safe and without risk. Make sure that it's tried, tested, it's proper, it's all right. Several things with liability. Remember, was it 2012 when the Ford Kuga was busy exploding? Killed what, 3 people, more people? You can correct me there, I stand to be corrected. So what would happen? The Ford Kuga, upon impact all the time. Upon impact, it will explode. Upon impact, it will explode. So that's what the Ford Kuga was doing. So one of the areas which I like to believe they were charged under was Section 10.1. Because the Act says that if you manufacture, if you design, if you import, if you sell anything which will be used for work, there are companies which bought the Ford Kuga for use at work. It says you have to make sure that that article is safe for use. Enterprise, I think it's a Tiger brand affiliate or subsidiary. They had some polonies which killed people, listeriosis. Think about more than 1,000 people were infected, more than 200 people died in the process. So that's what we're talking about. If you're going to use the polony for use at work or whatever the case may be, they were going to be charged under this. But this is what the Act says there concerning articles. Maybe the polony won't be the best example because you don't use it for work, you use it for food. But what we are saying here, the Act is saying that the second important thing you have to make sure as a manufacturer is that whatever you manufacture, you have to make sure that it does not injure people when properly used. That's what Section 10.1 says. when properly used. So one of your duties then will be then to make sure that you put means in place to ensure that people use your product properly. That's why we have the user manual put in there, explaining to say that how do you use my product. If you have bought a phone and you have seen a user manual, bought a TV, seen a user manual, bought a laptop, seen a user manual, one of the things they are trying to comply with is section 10.1 there. Because the act is clear, it says there, the manufacturer has to make sure that the article is safe and without risk to the health of the user when properly used. And then lastly, it says there, you have to make sure that it complies with all prescribed requirements. Now, this is more on the part of the safety officer or the buying element of this transaction. If you are procuring someone some machinery